To be in the ultimate state of happiness and flow is to be happy in the now and have a vision for the future. To be happy in the now, the number one thing that I implement in my life, that I practice on a regular basis, is gratitude. And it's to spend time being grateful for the things that I have, the things that I get to experience, the body that I have, the health that I have, the money that I have, the fact that I have eyes and that I get to be able to see and experience and taste and smell and touch, and being grateful for being able to have a bed to sleep in, food to eat, the simple things and amazing things and the great experiences, the people that I have. And it's a practice, because at first, it's uncomfortable. The first time that I did it, I was writing it 3 things that I'm grateful for every day. But being in that state of just wanting to get out of where I was, I didn't feel grateful, and I was writing it down and it just felt like it was just words, it was just letters on paper. However, what happened is the more that I did it, the more that I started to feel it. And the more that I started to feel it, the more it became real for me. And then I started to really embrace gratitude. And then that's when I started to really uncover the benefits of being grateful. Grateful for what I have. So number one is, being grateful for what you have. The other thing as well, too, that I've learned that has been fundamental. This is something that I've learned from the book, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And that is to choose happiness. To choose to be happy, and to choose to be happy right now. The thing is, again, it kind of piggybacks when he talks in his book. It mentions how it's I'll be happy because of this, or I'll be happy because of that, or I'll be happy because when I get this. That's basically a choice. It's we're choosing to be happy only when we get this certain circumstances or something happening, and not choosing to simply be happy, and just be hey, I choose to be happy because I choose to be happy. And that's it. And you go with it. And again, it might feel uncomfortable at first, but the more you say it, the more you embrace it, the more you repeat it, practice it in your life, the more that it will become real for you. So choose to be happy now. The other one here is to practice unconditional self-respect and self-love. Oh, that one was a tough one for me. That was one heck of a journey, and hey, it continues to be a journey because it's practice every single day, and it's always evolution, right, from where I'm at. So it's basically about where you're at right now and the evolution of where you're at and then where you can be. And so one of the things that I absolutely have to say that's been absolutely powerful for me is to practice unconditional self-love. And so therefore it's the love that you feel for someone close to you, maybe someone in your family, so maybe your loved one, maybe someone that you, your friend or something like that you have so much love for. That emotion that you get, what that feeling is, how that feels, bring that towards yourself and then practice that. Even, words of affirmation towards yourself, loving of yourself. I love, my eyes, I love my face, I love my lips, I love my arms, I love my, my body, all of that, embracing every part of yourself. Even I love my voice, I love the way I walk, I love the way I move, I love the way I express myself. It's a practice, and I know sometimes it can feel uncomfortable because you're I don't know if I really love this, I don't really love that part of me, or I don't love that part of me. When you use this language of self-love and you practice it and you bring it towards yourself on a regular daily basis, over time what happens is that it starts to reprogram and then overwrite the programming of I don't love that part of myself, and then it becomes oh, I love that part of myself and I'm unconditional of it because I am okay of being me and okay to be imperfect and loving towards what is it that I am, and that's it, and accepting of everything. So that is the practice of unconditional self-love. And nourishing, nourishing yourself, self-care, and going down this path of personal growth, that is absolutely, a great way, perfect way to express self-love and self-respect is when you dedicate time and investing time and money into yourself, putting that as a priority in your life rather than putting everybody else as a priority. Put yourself as a priority. So when you put yourself as a priority, you bring yourself to a state of love and happiness, then you can truly start to share it to other people, and that's when you start having a real impact in the world and the people around you and the people that you get to interact with. Now, Don't get me wrong though, everything happens in cycles, right? Like, you know, there's going to be moments where you're going to feel like blissful and happy and joyful, and I'm sure you've had some of those moments already in your lives. And then there's going to be days where it's just going to be like, I am not feeling happy, I'm not feeling like joyful like I did yesterday. And there's also the thing as well too, where like once we hit a state of happiness, we think that like, oh, all right, I achieved my state of happiness, I'm good, all right. And then we think that it's going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of our lives, you know, like we kind of like fool ourselves in that space, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes I know, like I'm guilty of this myself. Like I would fool myself thinking that, oh my God, like I am so freaking blissful and amazing and I'm like just loving life. And I think that I'm there. I think that I've arrived and I've like found the answer to life, and that I get to be happy for the rest of my life and I won't have any other problems moving forward. And then, you know, quickly realizing, not even shortly either after that or the day after, be like, shit, where is that? You know what I mean? One of the things that I've learned in my journey is that everything is practice. You know, it's always practice moment to moment, what we learn and what we get to implement in our lives to create that state of happiness. That's all I wanted to share here, is about the state of happiness, how to get into it, some of the practices that I've been able to implement. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record another part where I'm going to talk about the vision of the future. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.